Welcome back. Hope you all are good. Now, this is the first lesson of your class 12. As the name suggests, the last lesson from your textbook Flamingo. The author of this chapter is Alfonso Daudet. So, let's go learn about the Alfonso Daudet, who was born in 1840 and died in 1907. Now, let's learn about the author. He was born in Nimes. He attended the school in Lyon. He began writing at 14. At the age of 14, he started writing. And by the very tender age of 17, he was forced to earn, means to do the work. He was forced to do the work. And he have contributed to Figaro. He worked as a secretary to the Duke and he married Julia Allard in 1867, right? So he was a French novelist and even a short story writer. Now let's know about that what this last lesson is about. The last lesson is set in the days of the Franco-Prussian War. The Franco-Prussian War, which lasts for 1 year. It started in 1870 till 1871. Okay, Daudet joined army to fight in the Franco-Prussian War, and France's defeat had profound impact and reflected his stories. Contes du Lundi, that is the Monday Tales, a collection of stories published in 1873 in London and shows the change in France's fortune through the eyes of a young boy, right? So, this lesson is a setup of that Franco-Prussian War, which lasts for 1 year, in which the France was defeated by Prussia, led by Bismarck. Okay, and the Prussia consisted of what now are the nations of Germany, Poland, and the parts of Austria. At present, they are the part of Germany, Poland, and parts of Austria. So, in this story, the French districts Alsace and Lorraine, which have passed into the Persian hands, were given to the Persian people. Okay. Now, what is this lesson is about? Now, what this lesson tells you? The prose, the last lesson, which is written by Alfonso Daudet, narrates about the year 1870 when the Persian forces under Bismarck attacked the captured France and the French district, as already I told, the French district Alsace and Lorraine, which were handed over, which were given to the Persians. As the Persians, they won, so they were now supposed to rule over the French. So the French districts Alsace and Lorraine were handed over to the Persians. And now the new Persian rulers, as the Persians they won the war, so what they decided, they discontinued the teaching of French. They discontinued the teaching of French in the schools of these two districts. Which two districts? Alsace and Lorraine. They have decided that the teaching of French, which is the mother language of the France, right? So French was the mother language, and they decided, the Persians who are now supposed to rule over these two districts, they decided that they will discontinue, they won't further continue the study of French in the school. They will discontinue the teaching of French in the schools, and the French teachers were asked to leave. Obvious now, as if they are not supposed to continue, they don't want to continue the teaching of French, they asked the French teachers to leave from the school. They forced them to leave the school because now there is no need of the French teacher. Now, the story describes the last day of one such French teacher, M. Hamel. Now, the last lesson, what actually this last lesson means, what this last lesson tells you about. Actually, it is telling you, it describes about the last day of one such French teacher. As already we have seen in the previous, where the Persians who were now ruling over the French, they set a rule that the French won't be taught further in the school. So, obviously the French teacher is not required in the school, right? So, the teachers are supposed to leave, so there will be the last day. So it tells about the last day of one such French teacher. What is the name of the teacher? M. Hamel. It is the last day of that teacher, M. Hamel, when he is going to depart from the school, when he is going to leave the school forever. Mr. M. Hamel had been transferred and could no longer remain in his school. Still, he gave the last lesson to his students with utmost devotion and sincerity as ever. As M. Hamel was aware that this is the last day of his school, but still he taught the students the way he used to teach, with that same devotion, that same utmost sincerity, the way as if it is he is going to continue, and with that same respect he taught to the student, being his last day in the school. The story depicts the pathos of the whole situation, about how people feel when they don't learn their own language, and losing an asset in Mr. means M. Hamel. Right? Now here the story is telling about the pathos, the pains, when you come to know that, for example, being a Gujarati kid, you are supposed to ask not to learn the Gujarati language, your mother language, or your Marathi language, or any other language which is your native, which is your mother language, and you are forced not to learn that, you are not supposed to learn that language. How you will feel, how painful you will be feeling that you are asked not to learn your mother language, right? And even along with that, the main important thing, they are losing an asset in Ma'am Hamel, the teacher, the asset of that language, the mother language, who can be taught by more beautiful in that way. That is the asset, the person who teaches that beautifully. M. Hamel is also not going to continue in the school. So that is also disheartening, saddening for them, right? One of his student friends who dreaded French class and M. Hamel's rod came to the school that day, thinking he would be punished as he had not learned his lesson of the participles. Now, as it was the last day of M. Hamel, and the students as well as many of the other villagers were feeling bad. Even there was one student named Franz, the name of the student Franz, who dreaded French class. Dreaded French class means who was afraid of, who was scared of the French class. Why? Because M. Hamel, being a teacher, he used to carry the iron rod that we call it as a ruler, right? Who used to carry the iron rod means ruler in his hand. And even as M. Hamel have given the work to the students, including the friends who was the student, that to learn about the participles, right? So he was scared of, he was afraid of the M. Hamel, his teacher, that my teacher will be punishing me for not doing my work. And even in this it is said that he left, he started for the school late, so he was going to become late. So the two incidents were playing role in that time, that the Miss Friends, the student who was afraid of being late in the school because he started late from home, and the another thing, he had not prepared for the given lessons which were asked to prepare, that is participles. So he was scared of, first to be late, and the another for not preparing the lessons. But on reaching school, he found Hamel dressed on Sunday clothes. Sunday clothes means generally which we wear occasionally on specific occasion, right? So when he reached the school, what he found, the teacher is wearing the Sunday clothes, that green shirt with that frilled green shirt and the black silk cap, beautifully dressed, on which he generally used to wear on the inspection or the prize day ceremony occasionally. And even apart from this, the old people of the village were sitting there. It old people here, it includes, in the chapter it is given, the former mayor, okay, and the old houser. Houser means who gives the house on rent, right? Who gives shelter to someone else. The housers and some renowned old people, the villagers from that village, were sitting on the last bench of that classroom. Why they were sitting? It was due to an order on the bulletin. That was the first day when he realized for the first time that how important French was for him, and but it was the last lesson of French. Why the old villagers, sorry, I forget. Why the old peoples were from the village were sitting in the last bench of that classroom? That they want to show the respect and love for the mother language, as well as the love and respect for M. Hamel, who have given his duty for past 40 years to this school. So this is the way of showing the respect and love towards the language, as well as for M. Hamel too. Now, and it was due to an order on the bulletin board. Now he realized that when friends, the student, when he was coming to the school, blacksmith who was reading the bulletin board said that not to rush to the school, you will reach on your time only. Now he came to know that what was written, that order was given by the Berlin that the new German teacher will be appointed and the French will be discontinued in the school. And at that time he realized the importance of the mother language and losing the teacher like M. Hamel, and it was the last lesson in the French. Now this is the scene from Franco-Prussian War. This is one beautiful picture which I found. It is from this last Franco-Prussian War when it took place. Now let's go for some of the questions. What does the story suggest about how the students can be motivated to learn? And do you find French change of attitude realistic and explain? Please drop down the answers. That do you find the friend's change of attitude realistic? Was it quite real that really he was feeling sad that the mother language won't be taught and the M. Hamel will be leaving the school? Was he really feeling sad and he got the importance of the mother language? Please write down, please explain it in your own words. Now extend it that history is full of instances in which victorious nations outlawed to suppress the language of the conquered people. Why do you think language can seem so important? Why you feel many of the examples, instances, many of the examples you will find in the history where the people, those who have conquered the land, those who have won the land, they have tried to suppress the other language and they forced to learn their own language. So why do you feel that the language can seem so important? Why you feel the language is important? Now some critical lines which are given in this chapter. Will they make them sing in German too? Even the pigeons, even they will make the pigeons to sing in the Germans, right? As if they are forced to learn the people, the students or the subject who can learn it, right? They can leave the French and they can learn the German language, but can they force the pigeon? That means those who don't have their own, they don't not learning the people human language, right? They are having their own language. So will they force the pigeons also to speak in Germany? Points to the limits ambitions of the rulers can reach, fears and appreciations of the ruled, right? Agony and helplessness. Agony means your pain, right? What the pain and the helplessness of the subjugation. Subjugation means the people, right? Because they are suppressed, they are exploited by the people who have won over there in the war, who have conquered the land. They are supposed to learn, they are helpless at the time, and believe that choices of languages owns one's own prerogative and free from all political or social bondages and boundary. So this was the lesson, the last lesson by Alfonso Daudet, the pain of the losing the mother language, and was enforced by the Persians to learn the German language and leaving the M. Hamel, the important asset who worked for past 40 years. Stay tuned. Bye bye. Take care. We'll continue in the next class for the next chapter. If you're having any doubt, any queries, you can drop the messages in the comment box. Bye bye.